Welcome back to Parsips and Parsimony, and a big welcome to all of my new subscribers here on this channel. You're probably watching this video because you're looking for the magic trick of getting your own food pallet for $100. And I'm afraid to say there is no magic trick here. I'm going to lay out step by step how you can try to find one of these pallets for yourself. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. First of all, let me say that my pallet came from a local distributor. This company I have been working with for probably 20 years. And so we have a normal buying relationship, and they understand that we often buy larger quantities of food because we have 9 kids and currently expecting number 10. Second of all, this company is in the process of being bought out by another company. And so there was this major warehouse overhaul that was happening. And when they were doing that, they were finding so many expired goods and distressed and broken bags that they didn't know how they were going to handle it all. And I don't know how somebody came up with the pallet idea, but somebody did. That's how I ended up with my $100 pallet deal. Will they continue doing this? I don't know. Again, it's a mystery pallet, so we had no idea what we were getting. We were delighted with what we found. We had amazing flowers I had never heard of, things I would have never bought. I have semolina, I have a pasta flour, I have all types of bread flour, I have 6th grain mix. Go and watch the video of the entire pallet haul if you haven't seen that. I'll put the link up here where you can go and watch that entire $100 pallet haul, because the Belgium chocolate chips alone were over $300. And I paid $100 for almost 2,000 pounds of food. So how can you find one of these pallets for yourself? This is not a company that you can call and say, hey, can I buy a $100 pallet and can you deliver to my home? We had to go up there, take our trailer, and pick up the pallet ourselves. They were able to put the forklift on, as you can see in my video. And that's how they were selling those pallets. They wanted this gone as quickly as possible, so they're not doing delivery. However, because this is a local distributor, this is not a deal you're going to find all over the place. But here are some ways you can find a local distributor and see if they may have a similar deal for you. Start by going to a web search engine and look up bulk food distributor and put in near your city or your zip code and see what comes up. Then, just doing a little sleuthing, look through that list and see if there's anyone local to you that might sell to the public. Now, this might take a little footwork. You may need to call them, ask if you can set up an account, how much their price is, see if you can get a price book, and then once you have a buying relationship with them, ask them, what do you do with your dented items or your broken bags? One of the benefits of shopping with a local bulk food distributor versus Costco or Sam's Club or BJ's is that you are dealing as close to the actual manufacturer as possible. So you are cutting out the middleman with the club aspect of Sam's and BJ's and Costco, and you're going straight to what's coming off the farm directly to the warehouse. And that means you're saving money because they're not charging as much as some of those club stores. My average price here in upstate New York, it's November of 2025. My average 50 pound bag of flour, either King Arthur or North Dakota Mills, ranges from $12 up to $24, depending on the season and if it's on sale, if it's a broken bag, or if it's full price. When you compare 50 pounds, that's 50 cents a pound. If it's $24 a bag, compare that to the prices you're paying either at Aldi or any of your club stores. The savings are already there. We're already talking about saving money because we're buying a 50 pound bag. But now stack that on top of a broken bag that may just have a hole in it. It's been taped up. There is nothing wrong with it. That's where those savings start to come in. Even if you cannot get your own pallet deal, just shopping in bulk from a bulk food distributor is already going to save you money. And there's no club fees on top of that. So that's a win-win in my book. If you've gone back, you may have seen on this channel the time that Art and I bought 40, I want to say it was 40 boxes, and they were 30 or 40 pounds each of black sweet cherries for $5 a box. Now they weren't that cheap, but they had a large quantity that had been sitting on the distress list for several months. And Art and I were like, we're going to make them an offer. And so we did. I emailed the gal who I work with, and I said, would the manager be interested in selling the whole lot of cherries for X amount? And I leave it up to them. They run the numbers. Obviously, the cherries had been past date by a couple months, but they were frozen. There was nothing wrong with them. And we had already bought in a couple boxes and knew we loved them. So the manager came back. He knew that we had purchased them before. He knew that we loved them. And he knew we weren't going to back out. And he said, yes, you can buy the entire amount for an even greater discount. It is key to make sure that you have a good working relationship with your bulk food supplier, because often they will work with you if you're willing to work with them. These places are everywhere. You just need to do some footwork. And the best thing you can do is to drive there, and so you can meet them in person and do all of your shopping in person. I hope this answers your question about how you can get your $100 pallet. I am sure that you could find a distributor near you where you can at least get a much better deal on your bulk foods than at any of your local grocery stores. Let me know in the comments how you make out, and if you found a distributor near you, how you did it. Did my suggestions work? And what kind of deals did you find? Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you for our next video.